Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, hey,
I forgot her name too.
no, she used to live by my store. I forgot. She must have moved around
Once
here.
again, for those who just joining us, Frank Nitty just arrived and just pulled up. We at the corner of Mountain Red. This is the police station where they brought Freddie Gray. And Frank Nitty he just wanted to come to see where the police station is at. This is Mountain Red. Mountain Red. Is this the police station where they put Freddie Gray here?
Or they bring the police station up and put it out. How old? Available.
Yeah. So y'all watching on YouTube. I'm on YouTube Live. Y'all gonna go on YouTube Live. What time is it? 49. Well, I got
10:49.
3 o'clock. I pull out exactly at 3. Because I gotta where at 3:77. I'll pull out.
Hey, Larry, you got the Frank City at the people station, not the music.
Oh, okay.
That's not how people get it.
Oh, okay.
Larry got it for people station. Now, this is police station.
I'm bad. You know how you type it up a little bit. I would change. There's Frank City right here. So he just arrived.
You closing it up? Will you hold it?
All right. You see it?
This shot. Good. This is looking Frank Nitty. Look at the China Command. We're missing.
Huh?
We're missing. China Command. We're missing.
Hold on, my fingers in the way.
That's what these flags mean. They have banners. Everybody got banner or wings, or that's why they be running down on the one side taking flag. That banner is municipal. Chain of command, state, federal. Now that was universal though, but because it's on the moon. The American flag on the moon. So wherever you state your flag, your banner, that's it.
I don't think I'll get you either.
The command post. Where you want this at? Where you want this at? Where you want this?
Oh, no, I totally see.
Yeah, Chef said he had to go get his mother food.
How you doing, officer? All right. So this is the police station. Police station where now was Frank was Freddie Gray board here? Where you go? Was Freddie Gray board here? He supposed to went to
This stop was very important because at this stop, at this time, he had already asked for medical attention and never got it and never received it and was unconscious in the back of the van where a superior officer was there who was supposed to step in and do his voice and make him speak. Unconscious, unresponsive, and she just spoke to the back of his head and kept going. And then after that, at 9:11 a.m., they drove Freddie Gray here to this police station at North Avenue, Pennsylvania Avenue. At Baltimore, the Baltimore PD Western District on North Mott Street. Freddie Gray died a week later. I want to read something very important to y'all about this. I want to read something very important to y'all about this. Driving up the police station. Once Allen was loaded in the other car sitting in the van, Gray was finally driven to the Western District Police Station, arriving after 9 a.m. Mr. Gray was no longer breathing at all. The medic was finally called to the scene where, upon arrival, determined Gray was in cardiac arrest and critically severely injured. So basically, when they got here, he was unresponsive, and this is when they first called for medical attention. The very first time that they called for medical attention. Out of all the times that they asked. Gray died a week later. The most serious charges, including second-degree depraved heart murder, were leveled against Officer Caesar Goodson, the driver of the van. Officer Goodson, in a grossly negligent manner, chose to respond to the 1600 block of West North Avenue with Mr. Gray still unsecured by a seatbelt in the wagon without rendering to or summoning medical assistance for Mr. Gray, said Mosby. So one of the police officers said that, okay? These are the 6 officers who assisted in the murder of Freddie Gray. Officer Jerry Miller, Brian Rice, Alicia White, Caesar Goodson, William Porter, Edward Nello. So these are the 6 officers involved in the murder of... Let me explain something to y'all. When they got here, they called the medic. They said he was going to need cardiac arrest, but he obviously was going to die. There's no way he should have came here. When he got here, they still had to call medics. What did that tell you? that means that they knew that he wasn't even gonna get no help when he got here, and they still negligently drove him around and brought him here with another passenger in the back of the car, who can verify obviously that he was no longer moving, he was no longer conscious, and there's nothing that should have made him be in that state. Intentional negligence is definitely not. This is the end of what we was doing. And a lot of stuff we explained through the last little video, and I don't want to continue to repeat what we were talking about. We also want to come back out in March to do the same area. But I think it's important to help them.
You can start catching them like saying, catching them and asking for it. But you ain't.
Oh yeah.
And then your officers going to
Right.
heard about that.
But yeah. Oh, you can just get the captain or somebody to come out.
I got it. I know
Right.
I can see a lot of times when you try to arrange the thing.
Okay, I might mistakenly say,
You know what I'm saying? You want the genuine.
Right.
They were negligent.
sound like a simple
Okay? They were negligent and he died.
Right.
Okay? Don't discredit this story because you want to discredit me. This really happened. Freddie Gray really died. They were really negligent. They really did all of this stuff and he really died. Okay? Now, where he died and when he died, it's been a mystery for everyone. I mean, right? Nobody has truly identified the exact incident from my understanding of when he actually died.
Well, this what I found out. Like, he passed away in the paddy wagon.
So I guess my question would be, because the only reason I'm saying this is, they say he died a week later at the hospital. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I went to the hospital to talk to a family member. I talked to the family member, and the family member came out and told me that he died at the hospital.
But that was before he was in there a week, right?
He was in there about less than a week. You know,
And so they
I
had
don't know how
already
many
said he was
days.
dead, and then they announced it.
Right. The rumor was out, but I was sent down to go talk to the family because
He was still in there though at the time.
he was in the shock trauma, University Hospital, Freddie Gray. And the family member came out and personally told me that he passed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't...
So I want y'all to hear this over there. So when he got here, that's when then this for the kids, I know y'all know the history. This is when he finally received medical attention. So the police brought Freddie Gray all the way here, and they never called an ambulance. So some people would be like, oh, well, when you go to the police station, they must have ambulances in here. They still had to call medical people to come save him. So there was no reason for them to bring him here at all. None. He was never going to go in there in the condition he was in.
Right.
Never. You could never take him to jail in the condition he was in. It's not their job to try to see if we make it. It's not their job to make a judgment call. Their job is to comply to the things they have. They make us feel like our job is to comply to them. But really, their job is to comply to us. I need medical attention. I need an officer. I need help. I need assistance. Their job is to comply to us. They want to try to make it seem like our job is to comply to them, but that's because they don't respect us and they feel so uncomfortable about having to comply to us. That's all it's about. And it's sad because how long do black people gotta fight for respect? Right. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all we want is respect. But the reality is things. No, watch this. Right, he run out the shit. Right, exactly. Move on my way, nigga. Right. That's what he's silent. Move on my way. Yeah, you almost hit me. I know. Because they don't have respect for this. And see, black people standing around, they don't have respect for us standing right here. Nope. Absolutely not. They don't give a shit about us standing right here.
You know what that means to us now? When that sign is still
Yeah. Not only that, they literally probably could go by and disrespect one another. Help it.
All right, once again, folks, here live here on at the police station. Huh? What's that? What's that?
301.
All right.
I bless y'all going into all this being patient, chilling, everybody's been watching, and we pretty much about to go back and fellowship with each other because that's the part we don't do enough of. We all march, we all protest, and then we go home. It's like church. How we gonna get to know each other? How we gonna really truly get to the greatness of God if I go to church on Sunday and then all week I'm back out here by myself and I don't even talk to none of y'all. And then when I go Sunday, I'm just paying attention to the pastor. I don't get to talk to none of y'all. We talk for 10 minutes at the end because we come out and protest. We pay attention to the protest. We pay attention to the lies, and then we don't get to know each other. We just go home. We need to get to know each other so we know what's going on with each other. So then when we see each other on the streets, we can at least say, how are you doing? We can give each other a discount. We can help each other. Hey, bro, how you been, man? I ain't seen you since the protest, man. I love you. Blah, blah. You still got the touch and stuff, da, 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 da. We supposed to know all of these things. Every time we go out and protest, we should get to know one new person. Right. That's it. We fight for the same cause, the same vision, the same dream, and that's how we stay together. Because you can call that person and say, you going to the next protest? Then they want to go.
Yeah.
We want you here. Hey, where you at? Where was you? We didn't see you. Now they feel missed.
Right.
People just want to feel wanted, loved, and needed. That's it. And when you feel, when they feel like all of us have experienced this through the movement, when you feel like nobody cares, nobody wants to fight you, nobody loves that you fighting, you want to give up. It confuses your own mind. You're like, man, am I doing something wrong? What am I doing this for? I should just go get a nice house. I should go get a job like everybody else. I should be at the club. You know what I mean? But in reality, we got to stop letting those frustration from the people that don't even march with us, man. Lead us to stop doing the things we truly want to do. You know what's in your heart. You know what's in your heart. That's why you came out here. It wasn't about the organizations when it first started. It wasn't about who was this, who was that. We just all ran to the street. Every person that was out here didn't know who they was, organizations, none of that. They went to the streets for a family. Something happened, you went to the streets. That's how it started. Wasn't this person's stuff, that person? They didn't own the marches. They didn't own this group. This person wasn't the leader. This person wasn't in charge. We all went to the streets and we was tired. We tired of it. And leaders was born. But you still don't own the movement. None of us do. It's for all of us. So leaders will continue to be born. And leaders will continue to be replaced. That's just how it goes until we get changed. Yep. So we gotta stick together. We gotta fight together. I love my city. I love my people. I love Baltimore. I love they people. Yep. The first thing I heard from some white people was crazy. The people, Baltimore is the people. The structure is just all messed up. The buildings, the living, the structure, all that's messed up. But the people make you live here. The people will make you stay here. And I'm a true believer of that from experience, the love I've gotten from all sides, from all the people that's out here today. For sure. We about to go to my Airbnb. I'm about to cut this camera off. I love y'all so much. Please find an organization
Peace.
in Baltimore. I'm gonna say this again before I get off. Find an organization in Baltimore to support today. Do not send me anything. Support an organization in Baltimore. Or find the family of Freddie Gray. If they got a business, whatever they doing, support them. Try to cash out them. Don't inbox. You see them. Look for the last post that they made. And go put a comment on there. Hey, I just had it in my heart to what's your cash app? What are you doing?